We should be live right now. There we are. Upcoming. Should better be live now. Alright. Get that thumbnail up there. One day when I'm using OBS or something a bit more I'll be able to actually like tell people in advance and they can like get in a waiting room and shit. That's what I see all the professional like VTubers and shit do. Wouldn't that be exciting? For now, follow me on Twitter at MemoryOfDarksky to figure out when I'm streaming next. Alright, get this link. I've got the tweet ready this time. And tweet. Bam, look at that. Came prepared. And I'm about on time as I said I was going to be. I wanted to start at 8 and it is currently 8:15. But we're getting into it a whole lot faster than we did last time. Alright. We'll do a quick audio test. Everything should be good. Testing, 1, 2. A quick audio test. Everything. Yep, that's good. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. I am Darksky. This is Memory of Darksky. Darksky is me. So, in case you missed the last stream or you don't know why I'm doing this, quick catch-up. Yoshi P recently in an interview explained why there are no people of color in Final Fantasy XVI, and the internet went, God fucking damn it. No one was surprised, but we were all disappointed nonetheless, and wanting to start over again and go through the entire story once more, that sort of just, and feeling the need to have a Warrior of Light that was a person of color, I felt now was the time to strike while the iron was hot. So we are going back through Final Fantasy XIV all the way through with a completely new character, which is this boy right here, Yrela Tia, the younger brother of Ymitra and Y'shtola Rule. And the first stream was very successful. Thank you to everyone who tuned out, either joined the stream live while it was happening, or who watched the VOD afterwards. There's quite a few of you guys. So thanks for stopping by. I don't think I really have anything I want to talk to beforehand, just that as we're going through this, I want to just discuss what exactly his lore is going to be. But for now, we can get into things. Like I said last stream, the next time you see us, the screen is going to look different. Off stream, I went around through the HUD editor and put everything where I wanted it to be. I also enhanced the size so it's easier to look, read on screen for you guys. And besides that, I cleared out all the side quests around here in Limsa Lominsa and in Lower Lenosha as well. So we've got a bit more change that we can use. We also have these Aetheryte tickets, which will help immensely. And we've got new gear, so he looks ready to go. There's also ones. I don't know if it'll let me actually choose it. Let's see. Ah, yes. Okay, good. Let's just clear this out real quick. I can get this loot. Give me them pants. There. Fills out his figure a bit more. There. That looks good. I like that. Just gonna take these out. Bam. Alright. So, we are going to finish this quest, this main scenario quest, and then I think we're going to hop over to the Arcanist Guild and do the next Arcanist quest. So before I do that, I'm going to take a drink. And we can begin. Tia, right? Glad am I to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about here in what sounded like all seven hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risk your life for naught. I found this shit. A blade pulled from the back of the creature you slew at the cave, eh? Aye, I agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to the life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a mad ngubu on you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. Huh? You met someone else at the grotto, a woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Y'shtola. That's right. Last stream, Urela reunited with his sister. If only briefly. I actually kind of want to write like a mini little drabble of what canonically happened there. I think that'd be fun. I might work on that tonight. Follow me on Twitter, at MemoryOfDarksky, to read up on that. That's where I'd post it, I think. She's been in Limsa Laminsa for a good while now. Her studies on ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind of associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts, the temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Tia. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse a state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa to the brighter future she deserves. Alrighty. Hopefully this takes us back to town. Stalwern is up in arms, as his hired hands are nowhere to be found. That sea sloth servant and his lot. Never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stalwern would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. I think before I do that, I'm going to do what I said, and we will venture back to Limsa to do this Arcanus quest. To the guild! Hello, teacher lady. Tactical planning. Acting Guildmaster Thurbergheim wishes to assess the improvement of your Arcanima skills. Yes, Urela. The time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you've been following Kalea's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Lenosha. I speak of roselings and wild jackals, and yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case. The second to test your hypothesis. The third to perfect the tactics you've devised. Ugh. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. When timed appropriately, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. So we're off to Western Lenosha. How do I get there from here? Aleport. We are... Okay, so north of Summerford. Alright. I suppose we'll head there now. I'm gonna use one, I guess. Well, I have this low gil. Every little bit of gil counts. Although, can I hire? I believe I can hire Chocobo, can I? I don't think I've, like, in all my years of playing this game, have I ever done this. Chocobo Porter. Learn Chocobo. No, it only takes me that way. I thought I could rent a Chocobo. Is that FF15? That might be FF15. And we're off, starting this long trek out to Western Lenosha, listening to the sound of the rain falling on your shoulders. It's a nice, warm rain. One that you don't have to worry about too much. Just let the sound sink in and relax. Enjoy the soft sounds of the footfalls on the wet dirt. I don't know why I decided to go for some sort of pseudo ASMR live reading of this game. That's probably a good idea, but I don't think I quite have the voice for it. At least, not the mic. Now observe and listen to the subtle sounds of my boy breaking his ankles. Oh, yes, there we go. I probably should do that. Whenever I invest in a better mic, I guess. I don't know. Oh, look, there's a quest over there. Level 10. I'll check that out later. But, oh, I can kill things here. Alright then. Buckwhack! I was gonna say that, I should eat some food. Cannot wait till I get Swiftcast. Buckwhack! Yes! And let me eat something. There we go. Oh, I thought I was going to get a Buckwhack in. Okay. That's that for the Wild Jackals. Western, right. Up this way. Swing this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Why the fuck did that pop into my head? Huh. Yeah. Alright, so gonna go attune to that's not Aleport, that's Swift Perch. Probably the Aetheryte that I go to the least of any of the Realm Reborn Aetherites. Like every now and then you'll go to Aleport, but like There's nothing, like, nothing is ever over here, right? And even if there's something, like, right here, you still go to Aleport anyway. Like, I forget that Swift Perch is here, honestly. So can I take this to... No. Just takes me back to Limsa.
Wow, 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 wow.
Next time I'm at Summerford, I should make it a favorite, just so it costs less. Okay. Now we can get to the killing. Oh, I can kill these two. I need to find more of those. Bookwhack! Hiya! Forget I have two of those. Hiya! One more. One more. Ha! Nice! Oh, there's another one over there. Might be time for a new book. Not doing a whole lot of damage. Good. Alright. Killed a lot over here, and that should net me what I need. Might as well. Book smack! Yay! Oh god. The day we get, like, the Ifrit dashing book smack, that's just gonna be his favorite ability. Alright, back to the Arcanist Guild. That is just his end goal, is to learn that ability. Arcanist Guild. Alright, and in we go. Teacher lady, I have returned, victorious. Welcome back, Urela. How did it feel to conquer such ferocious foes? Let us ride that wave of triumph onto even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Your next training exercise will have you accompanying Foreseer Kalaia on one of her inspections. This experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Arcanima. Pray do not tarry, Urela. Kalaia awaits you on the floor below with further details. This place down here is cool. I wish they would utilize it more. Hello? I need to decide right here, right now, how to pronounce her name. It's either Kalihia or Kalahia. Kalihia. Let's go with Kalihia. Kalihia. A timely appearance, as expected. Shall we proceed directly to the job at hand? I had been tasked with examining the wares of Goblin Peddler caravan run by the Boylstocks family. Our agents suspect these beastmen merchants of dealing in forbidden goods. As such, I have calculated that announcing an inspection has a 60% chance of inviting physical violence. I have prepared a strategy to respond to this possible shift in hostilities. But there is an important precondition you should be made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. Though I am considered gifted in the formation of tactics, I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of those self-same strategies on the field of battle. I read pray, and my mind instantly auto-completed Return to the Waking Sands. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Now, should the goblins offer battle, you are to execute combat pattern 1345, otherwise known as stratagem focus fire. You and your carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one, the enemy will wither under the combined onslaught. Probability of victory, 95%. Reports place the peddlers in the vicinity of the cookpot in Middle Lenosha. I will depart immediately to assess the situation. Seek me out once you arrive. We on it. Lenosha. Take about the same time just to head out the front gate. Oh, alright. Zephyr Gate. And we make our way this way. Oh wow, that mail took a long time to come in. I noticed that some of the stuff, like, whenever you start over or make a new character, you get all the stuff that you usually do. Like at the beginning of your game. You know, account-wide shit and special edition items and stuff like that. There's certain, I think it's like account-wide mounts and whatnot that take apparently 2 days to get to you. Well, one day, I guess. But passing by that grotto, that reminds me, I'm still in a bit of a flux as to what I want to do exactly with his lore. The name of this episode is Establishing Lore Forging a Hero, because I want to kind of figure out where exactly I want to place him. I have two different scenarios. One is he is, you know, the Warrior of Light, and this is completely separated from Allah, my previous main character that a lot of you are probably familiar with. Bookwick? No. And, so this story, A Realm Reborn, all the way through Endwalker and beyond, would be his story, and I would develop lore based off that, off of what happens in certain situations and stuff like that. So that's option A. Option B would be to say Allah retires at the end of Endwalker 6.0, and then Eurela joins his sister in helping her out for to pick up where Allah left off. So it's kind of like a passing of the torch. I'm not exactly sure which one I want to go with, honestly. So there's pros and cons to both. But I think I might be leaning more towards having this just be completely separate and having him be his own character that's completely untied from Allah in any sense of the word. So we'll get a feel as we go along the way. I am Borseer we just spent time trying to figure out her name. Kalihia of Mailvan's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty sneaky peekers. Gobby spit up lantern nosy eyes on stabby iron. A predictably aggressive response. Very well, Eurela. Remember what we discussed. And here we go. God, I miss Swift Cast. Where are the other ones coming from? Alright, gotta get out of that one. Wait, I have a shield, I should use it. Calculated risk. Ooh, that they should not have given me that. Book smack! Yes! Let me tell you, when I started this, I did not think I was going to be so excited to smack things with my book. Get him! Hiya! Yay! We did it! Ah. Oh, good. Gives me time to refill my drink. For those wondering what beverage of choice I have in front of me, I have a nice, finely aged 2022 Diet Mountain Dew. A good year, yes. And let's get a. Bottled in a factory, probably not too far away from here. Very good, very excellent. Nicely done. Adaptation, improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster himself in action. This was the perfect example of how the strategy for a given task should be tailored to the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there is another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of strategy, do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing to your strengths, or shoring up your weaknesses? He's all about embracing strength. Oh, again, you respond in as the guildmaster once did. I must revise the probability for your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on. That much is certain. But to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. You know, thinking about, like, level 90 summoner rotation, all this fits. All this over-analyzing, like, you need to do this, you need to calculate, that's just perfect projection of what summoner rotation is. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Mistress Thubergine. Until next we meet. I shall abide here until the Yellow Jackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. Okay, bye. Back to the Arcanist Guild. Oh, a bit of information before I forget it, when I decided I wanted to make a sibling for Y'shtola and Ymitra, I found like an Excel document or something that had like every named Sunseeker and like all the different tribes that are available, and like I was surprised to find that there's actually other members of the G tribe out and about that I guess I just never noticed. So that's really interesting to see like some of Graha's extended family are out there somewhere. And there's also a couple more of the Y tribe, otherwise known as the Jaguar tribe, out there. There's only one other guy that I saw. I don't remember his name, but he's out in Charlian in the academy, I think. I think there's also a couple other there's a couple other females of the Y tribe out in Charlian as well. In terms of the spread for where you can find Y tribe members, there's a few in the Black... Is it the Blackwood or the Black Forest? In the Black Shroud. There's a few in Gridania. I think there's a few in Lenosha. I can't quite remember. And then there's a few in Charlian. So they're really spread out, oddly enough, in terms of where you can find them. But Y'shtola and her sister are born in the Dravanian colony and then migrated back to the motherland, so that's a story that he follows as well. Back from the field, Urela. Calihia contacted me with the summary of the events. It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such a seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies and maintain a razor edge of your mind. One last thing, Urela. Considering the dedication you have shown towards our discipline, I have decided to permit you leave to explore the teachings offered by other guilds. I would suggest, however, you first master the science of Arcanima. The strategic training you receive here will serve you well, no matter the path you eventually choose to walk. Return to me when your reason tells you the time is right. Armory system. Really? I thought that was unlocked at level 15. Huh. Maybe they adjusted that. What's this look like? What do I need? I think everything's about the same, so I might as well get that. Gear sets. Equip. Equip. Wow. I think that might be my favorite sound effect in all of FF14. The "You've unlocked shit." Wow. You know what? I think he looks good in this. I do... The longer I play this game, I think the more I come to adore nostalgically, like, the poofiness of the Arome Reborn aesthetic. Maybe that is 100% my nostalgia kicking in, but I don't know. I love how big and poofy everything is. Alright, so now that we've taken care of that, we can head back to Summerford. At the Suffolk Gate. And run back to Summerford. I need to remember to make this one of my favorites, because I think we might be coming back here for the next couple of quests. Or this could be the last one. Regardless, as I move about, I should be making these my favorites every now and then. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Goddamn my bad memory. It's so terrible. When people tell you that depression saps your memory, they fucking mean it. I used to be real big sad. And that's about as far as I'll get into that, but I think the first thing to go was definitely my memory. Alright, Severin, if that is your real name. Hi, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand boy now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be alone. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find a chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. Lovely boy, that chap. Oh, you're all the way over there. Shit. Just Skyrim it. I've been missing Skyrim a lot lately. Every now and then I want to go back and do the same exact thing that I always do of just playing Archer. To this day, I think there's not been a game that has had archery that felt as good as Skyrim. When you like taking a deep breath and it like zooms in, you loose the arrow and it goes into the cinematic camera, letting you know that you fucking nailed it. Oh, I'm making myself want to play Skyrim again, god damn it. So Stalwern sent you, and what do you reckon I say to that? Work is for the weak and witless. I saucier seeds to sow. Damn right. Didn't get where I am taking guff from any glorified gardeners, but I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. Why'd I do that? There's a bridge right there I could have taken. Well, at least there's one over here. Excuse me, sir. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. I'm pretty sure that's quite the opposite. You know what I did in my sailing days? Skirmishing, wanton slaughter. You bet your beard. I'm currently very smooth-chinned. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. Must remember not to jump down into the gorge again. Oh, I got rays. I gotta put that somewhere useful. There. I forgot I get race that early, damn. Well, you know, scholar, summoner, split. Alright, where are you? Hiding behind this building? No. Are you outside? We are outside the circle. There you are. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. Breaded sticks. Ash tuna. Oh, gods, how do you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I just soon get some real food in me. But I ain't one to reject the summons from a captain. And one more. Did I go the wrong way? Can I still get there from here? Taking the long way around, I guess. I didn't pass them, did I? I was going to say, what if they're on the other side of the wall? And then I realized that's off the map. Alright, where are ye? further down. Did I pass them? What? God fucking damn it. Water. Work? Huh. Can't work when my hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last gill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Swill water, swill wine. Swill water. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stylewern's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Alright, now that I've taken the absolute longest way to possibly do that, we can turn in this quest and continue. Gods, I forget how much time you spend here at Summerford. Then again, I think I've only done the Lenosha route like once. You continue to impress me, lad. All but servant are accounted for. It's no fault of yours he squirmed out. I've let the worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. That's a good line. I'm gonna steal that. Double dealing. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some, like you, who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Tia. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Like, I get it that he's calling me by my last name, but like, when every single person every male in your race of just about has the same last name, couldn't, bother to, maybe just, just every now and then. Could be talking to the guy behind me, I don't know. It's like that scene in fucking Spider-Man Homecoming where there's a Tia, and like 3 people answer. No, the cat. We're all, like... No, the one I know. I mean, like, we're... okay. Thought we'd have another situation there for a moment. Alright, Severin. We gonna fight? Look at this. What is this? Huh? What is this? Hold on. Ah, so sneaky. He'll never know. He'll never know. Surprise! It was me! All along. Bloody hells. I'm off the straight without a paddle. Oh, right, I'm supposed to doubt him. I gotta get rid of that real quick. Okay, and doubt. What's this now? Stylewern sent you for oranges. Huh? So the old bugger had known all this time. Ugh, what does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Excuse me, sir. And we're off. Oof. There we go. I technically have a cure, but it's not on my hotbar. I owe you one. Would have gotten away would have gotten away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Severin sent you? Ha! The way he flew out of here, I was sure he sold us down the river. If he hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. Do you think dodo actually tastes like chicken, or is it like a weird sort of bird? I'll admit I'm not too familiar with poultry. I know turkey and chicken, then that's about it. Not overly familiar with like duck or anything. Cornish game hen. Don't know it. You saved me, mates, and for that, I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack 'cause I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Osine, and send him my regards. Sack of oranges. Oh, not that way. Okay. Take a drink. Yeah. More quests are popping up. That's good. Is it Osine or Osine? I don't know. What have you here? A delivery from Summerford Farms? And as scheduled. Huh! There's a first time for everything. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen. And I don't miss them one bit. Here's Stalwern's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. Now we go back to Summerford. Did I not fucking... I didn't fucking make it my favorite... Ugh. I said, I need to remember to do the thing, and then I didn't fucking remember. Remember what I said about my bad memory? Now I'm paying for it. One day I'll have a mount. Oh god! I haven't even begun to think of what I'm going to name my chocobo. It's a funny story. My first chocobo, back on Allah, I named Hades. Because I thought that would be a cool name. You know, and then Shadowbringers happened. And I'm like, I think it's still a cool name, but people are going to see me riding around on something called Hades and get the wrong idea. So, yeah, I had to change that name. What would Urela name his chocobo? In establishing what sort of character he is, he's very goofy. I was thinking he's sort of got big himbo energy. He might be a spell slinger, but you can still be a himbo. I think it's funny that, like, canonically, Arcanist is like, you gotta be super smart, do all these advanced calculations and shit, and then you got this fucking dork running around smacking shit with his book. If you'll excuse me a moment, I just remembered I need to take my medicine. This medicine break brought to you by, I don't fucking know. Whatever the fuck you want. Plug your own sponsors here. Maybe I can get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend. They sponsor everybody, right? All you gotta do is just, like, ask or something? That's never not gonna feel weird. God. I'm just gonna send them a DM on Twitter and be like, so, I have, like, no following, but you guys will still sponsor me, right? Back in one piece. That's a relief. How did you fare, Tia? Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed. All right. Though I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those God's forsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself around that two-guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. God. It's better than what I've got. No, I really hate these. I'm glad this was a thing they stopped doing. I'll take the money. Who do I talk to now? Oh. Gurkant. Low maintenance. Gurkant seeks fertile soil to improve the yields of his newly plowed fields. I can read. Blast. At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam. Just a bit could send our stock soaring. I'll bet Rowita knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. It's crazy how they cut out, I should say, so much of a realm Reborn, and we're still doing stuff like this. Start small, get big. Start small, get big. Sometimes it feels really small. That Gearkint's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trapped by the aurochs that dwell there. Once you've 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to How the fuck do you pronounce this? Pafrewal? At Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. I've got a few cash items that I need to take to the store next time I head through there. Level 13. Gotta remember to head back to Arcanus Guild when we hit 15. Are we back in the grotto? No. There's a thing there. Oh! Give me a second. I wasn't ready. Oh, that's bad. Can I take this by myself? Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Please stop. Okay. Are you gonna hit me? There would have to be a fate. Right there. Right now. I don't know how doable this is. It's got the special fate music. Just gonna... Why do you gotta be so rude? Gonna get my shit. Sleep. And the big one's hitting me again. Can I do this on my own? We're gonna find... Oh yeah, I can do this on my own. If I can just kill this. This will make things a lot easier. Did they put this fate here specifically just to fuck with newcomers? Oh, I should eat some food. Almost there. Hey! Now maybe I can pick up some shit. In peace. This shit takes a while to pick up, too. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Yes! Fuck you! They were mean on purpose with this one. That all I need? Yes. I'm out of here. Alright. I must remember not to take the shortcut while I am being aggroed, or I will die. Wait, which way is it? Oh, it's back up that way. Take a drink. Ah. I also gotta figure out what his sort of cannon mount would be. I think I'm leaning towards Gubu. I gotta remember how to unlock that. I'm pretty sure I have it unlocked on Ala, so when I switch over with him, I have it, but it'd be nice to get him before that. Ah, even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Oh, don't tell me Gearcat and Rotweeda neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Man, did I just collect a whole bunch of cow shit? Well, surely you figured it out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the RX lair, of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. And intelligence. Not stronger than what I have on. Confounded pirates. They know nothing of tillin', only killin', stealin' our shovels to melt and forge into axes. Of all things, they're biting the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself, if I hadn't sworn to Styleworm that wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools, and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. Doing chores today, folks. Alright, time to beat up some people. Excuse me, sir, I take issue with you. Do you bite your thumb at me? I bite my thumb, but not at you, sir. I will whack my book in your general direction, though. That should do it.
Whelp.
That's another good sound effect. They really couldn't cut shit like this from the quest? I'm surprised. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Ah, good to see the tools back and in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say for Severin when we get our hands on him. Excuse me. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Spied him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. Couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work, but when he consorts with cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Sourworns ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? Back to Summerford. And maybe now I'll remember to fucking attune to it and make it a favorite place. If I just repeat over and over in my head again, favorite, 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 favorite. You don't understand, like, literally sometimes I have to do that in order to not forget something. I'll be like, okay, gotta remember this, can't forget it. Can't forget it, can't forget it, can't forget it. And I'll do that for like a minute until I get where I need to go, and I can continue on my way after doing it. Sometimes that's literally the only way I can remember to do things. I am very much a person who is like, if someone asks me to do something, I have to be like, leave me a note. Leave me a note or I promise you I will not remember. I need to set alarms. I need to put shit on my calendar, on my phone, so I do not forget. Which reminds me that I have an eye exam in 2 days that hopefully I don't forget. Because it took a while to get a booking. Pirates making off with their tools. I thought he was doing a fucking onomatopoeia, but no, that is someone's name. Pray well, that name did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on him, on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Anything I can use here? Is that the one that, is that the FF15 book? There's a specific book that the crossover character in FF15 used. Doesn't look like it, but it is pretty. I'll take this change. 14! Lucid dreaming. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lad, and you've never once let me down. Yet what I'd ask of you now goes beyond aught I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Just desserts. Oh, now that I can see him up close, he's actually kind of cute. It easy my mind to have your ear. You've no doubt familiar with the scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegoat is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off, with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag him back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I try asking Grynewida at the Aetherite. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Grynewida. There you are. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give them a cuff around the ear for me, will you? And we're off. Hup. In case you're wondering, every time I jump over something, I go, hup, and that is completely instinctual. I don't know when I started doing it, but it's something I can't help. What else do I do? I suppose we all have little tics like that. But anytime I get hit in game, I usually say ow. It's part of the immersion. Oh, lucid dreaming. Where do I want to put that? Right there. And I should take care of this. There. Maybe I should turn up the ambience. I do love the ambience. Sometimes just listening to ambience every now and then. I have tinnitus. Is that the right word for it? I have that thing where you have ringing in your ears. I think it's a genetic thing. And I always used to think it was just like a ringing in your ear, but actually it's a bit more complicated than that, at least in my case, where I can't hear silence. I can't hear nothing, basically. In the absence of all other noise, I hear like static. So it's really noticeable, like at night when nothing else is going on. I need like a fan or white noise, or what I like to do is I have like ambience or the sound of a thunderstorm playing, and I literally can't sleep without it. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink, only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. I don't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready. But the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. Oh, which way? Oh, down the pier. I forget this is here too. I think you come here for like a ninja quest. Oh, this is pretty. I like this actually. There's a good screenshot in here. Screenshot or two. I should come back here. Hello, sir. I could give you a physic if it was on my hotbar. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Time for an instance battle. Are you the same fucks that fell for his other shit? You are, aren't you? I remember the little one. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that Covenant bastard's debt. To arms! The tattooed man. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the Serpent Reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Hi, I'm here now. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. I forgot one of you fucks was here. We sort of forget about these guys in the future, don't we? Just like the lower Asians, the nameless Asians that work for the big Asians. That's kind of surprising. How many of these fucks are still out there? No, wait, I think I heard, like, wasn't Thancred and Urianger, I think at some point in, like, either late Shadowbringers, just out casually, like, handing these guys their asses or something? I think that's, like, the only time they ever come up again. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Look at him hiding like R2-D2 back there. Down the wrong pipe. Oh no! A clay golem! What do I do? You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Oh, this thing goes down faster than I remember. Impossible! Never has the golem been so sorely tested. How many times are you throwing golems at people, dude? I mean, come on. I'm level 15. I'm not the only level 13 guy running around here. That golem could be vanquished? That man is no ordinary adventurer. Oh, spooky. And now Euryla's thinking, was that a ghost? Did I just see a ghost? I think he and now... Hey! Big sis is back! The snake slithered away. I am only glad he did not have a chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Sis, I just saw a oh, my head. No, she was here earlier. I forget so much of this. Sneaky Y'shtola. Out of all the mouth animations, that was probably the worst I've seen in this game. Those pirates do not belong to any known Laminson factions. Whom do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? I wish Male Makote could do that emote, just because I know Urela would copy it all the time. Both in like admirance to his older sister, and to absolutely annoy the fuck out of her.
Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise.
Oh, this is... okay. Wow, I completely forgot this.
While the lesser moon continues to fall. And M by M, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Soir foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring not more true.
Man, I really wish we could get those goggles somewhere.
Never did I dream I would possess the means to see ether.
Wow, completely forgot that line. Don't worry, you'll be an expert at it later.
Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace. Here, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes the Great Hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebration.
Oh, okay. Now this is from the cinematic. I never did Limsa, so I didn't realize they pull 1.0. So yeah, I'm not. I think I've only done this once, and I completely forget what happened in the Limsa route. So this is cool. I forgot they did 1.0 stuff as well.
Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow, but whence does it emanate? See some grotto, perhaps.
And she's off. Urela would be a little bit uncomfortable that he is uncontrollably seeing just moments from his sister's past. He doesn't know what he's going to see next, and he doesn't know how much he wants to know.
What have we here? Can you walk?
Are you done being an asshole yet, dude?
'Tis I. Regrettably, no. He eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has apprised me of all that has transpired. His account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem, of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stalwern will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your
Sometimes I can't read, sorry.
preservation. but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray... I thought that said pray. I was like, what? Pray pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Yustola. Yeah, gonna have to rewrite that in canon. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in hopes that I might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead, and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. Okay, bye. I need to remember, like, if I can actually, like, approach her in-world, I need to grab, like, a screenshot of them together. Hey, I remembered to do the thing. Now it won't cost so much. Man, you really do spend a moment here in Summerford, huh? Oh, damn it. God damn it. I saw it was up there at the last moment. Ugh. Alright. Hello, I knew you'd return. Ishtola delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back, too, a lot of them spotting same haunted expressions. It's me who's to blame for that. That and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. A thrall to the Sakagan. A thrall to the... why is it so hard to read? A thrall to the Sahagin. 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act... Don't make fun of me! The Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not more but the fishbacks flunkies. I am very uncomfortable with all the racist slander here. I forgot how much they throw that term around. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see, but the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Leminsons. I'd only just taken my oath when the captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead, my freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter? I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear 'em talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying my brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Stalwart.
I owe you a debt too, Urela. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'd be this. Tell Batarin what's happened, from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I can possibly ask of you. Safe travels, son. Back to La Mensa. Sneaking a drink while I can. Almost went to the Arcanist Guild. Hey, Batarin. Oh god, I have to read his speech again. I'll escape you one day. Bloody house. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jacket's hands of the punishments is a good... I'm gonna try that sentence again. Let me lean in so I can read it better. The Yellow Jackets has hands out the punishments is a good mate of mine. The Yellow Jackets as hands out the... Nope, that sentence doesn't make sense. I see what it's trying to say, and it doesn't make sense. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to knee-hauling, whatever that is. Kindly gent that he is. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now, it sounds to me like you've done everything Stalwart asked of you and more, justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lad. As for a reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How do you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room and board? Oh, I forgot that's the lore behind it. I always wondered why there wasn't a price attached to it. I guess now is a good time to admit that when I started this game for the first time, I was very much a cutscene skipper. Oh, if a cutscene wasn't voiced, I skipped that shit. I saw the cool shit that was going on in Heavensward and was like, I want to get to that. Granted, the crime of skipping shit to get to Heavensward is a lot less severe than I want to skip ship. I want to skip shit to get to Shadowbringers or Endwalker, but still, oof, I skipped so much dialogue. Venturing's a trying business, after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and then again tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly as much fun when you're nursing shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a free bed for you, so make use of it. Oh, don't worry, I will spend many of hours, and I do mean hours in here, figuring out my glam situation. Whenever I need to change glam, this is always the one I come back to. Not that you'll have much time for lying around. What with all the leaves you'll be doing. Oh god, leaves. Oh, didn't I mention? I'm putting your name down for leaves. And I've done that voice enough that I need a drink. I gotta figure out how voice actors do that shit. Ugh. Poor Estinian's VA, unless that's just his natural voice. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manners of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give to Mercury a shout whenever you're feeling making a few extra gil. She'll always have your task for you to do. Oh, and it's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here. Unlike some pirates I could mention,
I tell you, if it turns out they had aught to do with them kidnappings, there'll be 7 L's to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning.
You know what? I'm just going to decide that it's canon that Batterin talks this way. Every time I miss a word or insert one, that's just canon. That's just how he talks. He's had too much ale. It's rotted his brain. That's just how he talks now.
Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, though. One rough seas, sometimes you have to rock a boat to the right. Yeah.
God damn it. Oh. God. Okay. Whew. But we'll have time. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well rested. Till then, enjoy your wrench's hospitality. You did it, bub. By the way, New Holland being dragged through the water from the boat ship. Gotcha. Good to know. We have learned pirate slang today. Oh, I gotta talk to him again. I think now I'm gonna start venturing out to other city-states. This man is the bane of my existence. Batterin, proprietor of the Drowning Wench, as always, has suggestions to put you on the road towards new adventures.
How do you fare, Urela? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea of where you might be heading next. Aye, you heard of the Skylift out in Middle Lenosha. If you ever visited Woad Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once.
Yes, I've jumped off it many times.
It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face. Hard labor, that, and I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs, what no other bugger has time to deal with.
In case it isn't obvious, I'm a little hard of sight as well. And I already increased the size of this.
Track down the head of the operation, bloke by the name of
fucking row names. Worker Hit.
And he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two.
Oh, I thought it was the esthetician. I was gonna... No, we can't do that until we unlock other city-states. To the Skylift. Away! Alright. Have I hit? No, I haven't hit 15 yet. But we'll get there soon, and once again... Oh, that's a level 50! Oof. That was close. I would have been very dead. Although, I forget, are there passive ones and then there's aggro ones? I think that might be a thing. Guys, I forgot how triumphant this music is. Sprint is still on cooldown. I went to the wrong one. Alright, let's see. We're looking for a worker hit. Should go that way. Unironically, I think Urela would canonically be the type of person to jump down, break his ankles. He has canonically jumped from that and broken his ankles at least once. That is canon. I make up the rules. Battering sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will you? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Oh, Bahamut did that. Cool. Well, not cool. Cargo still needs to get through, though. This is... so this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Oh my god. I'll have to talk about that after this. Just realized something. Well, one of them at least. If the goods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. And... there we go. I just realized, so Leminsa, Yulmore is like the Leminsa equivalent, right? So this is kind of like, the elevator in, near Yulmore, right? Because there's also a big cliff face, and they use the elevator to get shit up and down, and they use this to get shit up and down. That's a cool little detail I never noticed. Huh. You should be okay if the icon next to the name isn't red. Gotcha. Okay. I figured as much. Thanks a million. Worker hit of a skylift operator needs you to recover a cargo load abandoned by a terrified wagon driver and deliver it to its intended recipient. Glad am I to see you again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity would spring out from the million corn seedling in its cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side afore turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover the seedling, and deliver it to Lyolf over at Swift Perch in western Lenosha. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep after. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside the plant. And you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetheryte in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. We've already been to Swift Perch because of the Arcanus quest. And I might as well. I still have no money. Yeah, did you just realize that as well? I literally just thought about that. Cool little details. Where was it? I guess this is the way I'll come after I'm done with it. Oh man, you really take mounts for granted. Excuse me, just walking through. Oh. Now where is it? There it is. Ah, the purple stink of doom. Suppose I should kill this thing. Need to re-up my food. Item comparison. Put that shit on. And move that shit out. Melicorn seeding. Oh no! Oh, I could have gotten a book whack, damn it. An opportunity for a book whack has been missed. Let us all bow our heads in a moment of silence for the lost opportunity. Thank you. Back to Swift Perch. don't remember much of the little details from ARR. I was going to be like you and start again from ARR once they have duty support fully integrated. Yeah, that was another reason why I wanted to restart, is just to, like, take in little details that I didn't notice before. Especially considering just how quickly I was going through it when I started. There's going to be just so much shit that I just either didn't know because I wasn't paying attention, or that I've straight up forgotten. I have gone through the story an additional time. I think sometime around late Stormblood, but I skipped all the cutscenes. I wasn't reading through all of them, so... Has Nimia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of millicorn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. Fear not, citizen. Is that my millicorn seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, the swift perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restore the modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? Oh, boy. Wait, how does this compare to what I have? Same exact shit. What color is it? It's a dark blue. Not worth it. Class quest rewards. Gotcha. Oh boy, am I going to be in Swift Purge now for a while? I guess I might as well make it a favorite. Whew, early game ARR, early game ARR. It's hard to retain all that info. I watched all the cutscenes, both voiced and not voiced, and even then a lot of it went over my head. Yeah. Inevitably, even though I'm going through all this again, there will be shit that I forget. You know, like all this stuff. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes towards Brewer's Beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ships sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to Brewer's Beacon and see if aught has befallen Quanwis, the lighthouse keeper. Speaking of lighthouses, my mother has a fascination with lighthouses. Not sure why. Like, I can't look back in my memory and be like, it's just one of those things where she likes lighthouses and there's no lore attached to it. Oh fuck. Ow. That's rude, how dare you? Oh, I'm level 15 now. After I finish this quest, I will head back to Limsa and we'll do the next Arcanist quest. Quanswis. Mary Quanswis. Mary Quanswis. How do you actually pronounce this? Quanswis. I'm gonna say Quanswis. Quanswis. You see, a yellow jacket sent you here, eh? My light's growing dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb that fuels me furnace has up and buggered off, you see. I don't get the beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble on the water. I know you're just the messenger lad, but I can tell you're the adventuring type when I see one. I'm gonna need you to chase down that bomb and bring back Claw what you ripped from its smoldering corpse. Damn pirate speech. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of a flock somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You get a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. He has very nice eyebrows that I would like for him to keep, so he shall be very careful. Caw! Oh, fence. There. Has this scarecrow always been here? I think I'd remember something this big. Did I tote this big fucking metal brazier all the way out here? There you are. Come with me. Yay. Okay. Now we can head back. I thought that was the special Fate music, but I think every Fate I've run into has had that music. What's the special Fate music then? Can I sneak behind it? Hey. Quan Suis, I have returned. All you need to do is take down the runaway bomb and bring me what? Oh, I was about to say, didn't I get it? Hey, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put a little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you were gone, and Limlames cursed me if the furnace weren't all but bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no Smitty. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours at Swift Perch, and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. How close is it? How much does it cost to get back there? 50? We can spare 50. No, yes, yeah. Yes, no, yes. Yes. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well. I shall write up a relevant report. But these repairs must needs be effected without delay. It seems I have another favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorers Guild in Limsa Liminsa and explain the situation to Forge Master Oh boy. Hanan... Is that an N or an R? Okay. Hanansa. My bias towards the way my own tribal language is tells me that is pronounced Hanansa. You gotta in my language you have to if there's two A's, it doesn't change the sound of it. It just means that you hold the sound longer. So Hanansa instead of Hanansa, Hanansa. I've been studying my people's language to help me sort of develop one of my own for a story I'm writing. So we are going back to Limsa, which is where I wanted to go anyway, so we can do the Arcanist quest. Do you guys pronounce it Arcanist or Arcanist? Tomato, tomato? Teacher lady, I have returned. Oh, Topaz. You seem tired, Urela. Are you sleeping properly? The boy hasn't slept once. One's reasoning can suffer without sufficient rest and recuperation. Should you deem yourself fit for duty, pray make your way down to the practice floor. Forcier Calihia has requested you accompany her to another official inspection. There is, however, a requirement for your participation. The Forcier will explain the situation. Hello? Galihia. There you are. I was beginning to think I had miscalculated, Urela. Thank you for coming. I will soon be boarding a trading vessel suspected of smuggling. All merchant ships that make use of Limsa Lamensis ports are subject to inspection by Almelvan's Gate assessors. It is routine I perform daily. In the case of smugglers, however, there is a 75% probability of encountering resistance. Thus, I would appreciate your company during this assignment. It is now that we must discuss the requirement of which you were informed. Though I have full confidence in your martial expertise, it is imperative that you first acquire the ability to summon a topaz carbuncle. Such knowledge will be released to you contingent on your acceptance of this duty. Yes. Very good. The arcane entity given from formed by the topaz geometry will further expand your offensive capabilities. With such an ally at your command, even the harshest of enemies will falter before you. Indeed, we could not conduct these dangerous spot inspections without its support. Please return to Mistress Thubergeim and inform her of your participation. I will join you once I have completed some final adjustments to my tactical formulae. Do you guys remember how good Topaz, Carbuncle, and Titan Eggy used to be when it was just a mini tank? Oh, I miss those days. It was so much fun being like a low-level arcanist or summoner, just having a tank around if you didn't have like your chocobo leveled for it. You have agreed to accompany the Forcier. Then I shall gladly instruct you in the use of Topaz Carbuncle. Pray do not hesitate to employ this entity in combat should the inspection turn sour. Action learned. Summon Topaz. Alrighty. Where is that? Need to move that. There we go. Wait. Where's my... Okay, it's still on. There we go. Acting Guildmaster Thubergeim is awaiting the arrival of the inspection party members. The mercenaries... Oh, God. Geisfrin and Arstoda are here to assist in the inspection. Both are old hands when it comes to escorting Calihia during more dangerous duties. Well met, Urela. My spells are at your disposal. This won't be the first time we're expecting trouble, but as long as we follow the Forcier's tactics and keep a clear head, we'll come through just fine. The Morning Star is preparing to dock in Aleport. We will meet our first challenge, however, before we even board the vessel. It is almost a certainty that the merchant ship has hired a thug or two to accost us at the pier. I calculate the probability at 98%. The crew wish to avoid attacking us on deck, you see, as that would all but trumpet their criminal intentions to the world at large. Now, once we do manage to clear the rails, we will face a deck crowded with armed sailors. For a small party such as ours, the most effective strategy will be to incapacitate individual foes as swiftly as possible. Each opponent we down is one less weapon raised against us. It is imperative that we do not allow ourselves to become tangled in multiples, drawn-out skirmishes, lest we be overwhelmed. I call this stratagem Hammerfall. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. Keep those words in mind, Urela. It is time we departed. Let us regroup before the main gates of Elport. And Swift Perch. I've got to figure out what his canon color scheme's gonna be. I almost never want to label one of my FF14 OCs with either blue or red, just because I automatically associate those colors with, like, Alphino, Grahatia, and Alze. So... White and yellow were sort of all his things. Yellow more recently, and white was sort of overall. What to do for him, though? Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought that person's name was Cutscene Skipper. Oh my god. I was tripping for a second. Okay, what was I saying? Right, canon color. What's that gonna be? I was thinking black, maybe? I don't know. Black? My mind also leaned towards green for some reason. Might be his eyes. It would match his eyes really well. That would be nice. And I haven't had a green character before, so... something to think about. Something I can think about and spend hours doing when I actually have the glamour system unlocked. Let us be about our task, Urela. Pray inform the steersman at the pier that we are ready to conduct our inspection. Should violence be offered, you are to execute stratagem Hammerfell. Do not forget, your tactics are both your shield and your weapon. Let me re-up my food. Flatbread. I'll eat this just to get rid of it. I guess I'm out of raisins. Hello? Steersman. Nice hat. You're with the folks of Malvin's Gate. Ah, hells. I knew there'd be trouble. And we're off! Oh god, what ability is that? I remember it. What is it? I want to see it. That old ability. Hawk's Eye! Oh shit. Old abilities. Good times. Book smack! Okay, you're a little too strong for a book smack right now. Hiya! Who do I talk to? You again? Yeah, okay. Well then, I'm certainly glad to see you can handle yourself. You'll find the landing boat just down here at the end of the ramp. I'll have no part in what comes next, though. Oh, man. Yep, there he goes. Time for another instance battle. Battle. Let's go. Deftly handled, Urela. Once again, I am reminded of our guildmaster. Thanks to your efficient response, we will be able to commence this inspection earlier than I had calculated. We shall board the merchant's vessel. Merchant's? What the fuck is a merchant? Merchant's vessel out in the bay. Shoda, however the fuck you pronounce that name. If you would take the rudder, the morning star awaits. There's a complete silence. I was about to say, did I lose audio? No music, no Foley, no nothing? Crazy idea. If they ever add more things like Island Sanctuary that you can customize and kit out, I want a ship. Can we, like, either a pirate ship or a sky ship? I want a ship that we can, like, build ourselves and customize and take care of, that's just out there. And I don't know what else we do with it, but I want one. Since their welcoming party at the pier failed to deter us, I expect, with a probability of 85%, that our arrival will incite further belligerence. Our objective, however, is not to trade blows, but to gain access to the hold. It may behoove us to employ stratagem hardhead. The aim of our opponents is to buy time so that suspect goods may be tossed into the ocean. I do not intend to give them that time. We will bowl our way towards the cargo hold as quickly as we can. It is a tactic fraught with risk, but one that your presence makes possible. Shall we begin? God, I think I remembered this. I think I remember specifically you had to use your Titan Eggy as a tank to grab the attention of certain things. Isn't that the way it used to go? How has that changed? Hello? We're here to look at your goods, please. This dude's mustache is killing me. I am Foreseer Calihia. By the authority of Malvin's Gate, I request that you surrender your goods for assessment. Well now, your timing couldn't be worse, lass. The old door's all rusted up, you see. Bloody thing won't open. You'll have to come back another day after we fix the hinges. I will see that cargo now. Any vessel entering Port Limsa Lamensa is bound by law to submit to a routine inspection. The law, is it? Lads, I reckon it's time our guests had themselves a little accident. Pitch 'em over the side. I forgot how much of a fun little story this is. It's a surprise inspection! They never expect the fucking arcanist inspection! Stratagem hardhead. Urela. Topaz's carbuncle's time to decide. Yeah, I remember. You had to use your Topaz carbuncle to grab the attention of shit. So, am I actually supposed to go somewhere, or just take these guys out? I'm just gonna take these guys out. Oh, there's more. Our healer must be protected first and foremost. Ah! I guess I just gotta make sure that... Oh, he's the healer. Excuse me. And there's more. No! You let that healer alone! Huh. Hey! Yeah, that used to be way more complicated. Now you just gotta kill things, and I guess make sure the healer doesn't die. Yep, I started AST at 2.0 launch. They had to redo the starting AST stuff a couple of times, to be honest. Yeah, I remember. That used to be so hard, especially because I was not paying attention. And then I finally started to read them, be like, hey, maybe you should do this thing. A masterful display, Urilla. Now we can finally gain access to their cargo. There was also something else that was really specific where, I remember having to use sleep in a Black Mage quest or else you couldn't get something done. I forget where it was, though. It was like the one time I remember having to use sleep. What have we here, then? It's one of the bitch admiral's lapdogs scampering about my ship. You're just like your mistress, always sticking your nose in where it ain't invited. No, it can't be. Ah, recognized me pretty face, did you? But you were caught, exiled. Forseer, are you hurt? Can you stand? Stay back. You stay away from me. Forseer, please, calm down. What are your orders? I've had enough of your whimpering. And I've certainly had enough of these bloody books. It's clear you ain't learning anything from them. Wow, I completely forgot this part, though. Reckon it's time you got a different kind of lesson. Oh, she's out. Okay. Caligula! Napaga preserve us. She's fainted. We must withdraw. Eurela, quickly. Back to the boat. We'll carry the Forseer. Aye, that's right. You slink on back to your mistress, you worthless curs. I gotta be careful with how hard I go on the acting at, 10:30 at night because people are sleeping in the next room. So, forgive me. I would have gone a lot harder with that. Maybe tomorrow the acting will be slightly better. Hey, girl, you don't look so good. I should put Physic back on my hotbar, maybe. But then again, I can't select you, so... kind of be a waste of space. So, I don't know. Them's the bricks. I feel like I should talk to one of you guys. And nope, that's the other one. I guess just report back to Superkind. Away! Ah. And I am out of drink. Thankfully, I have bottled water. There. Now then. Teacher lady, some shit went down. It's good to see you well, Eureka. Geistfriend sent word ahead of your travails, an unfortunate turn of events. But considering the infamous Black Heart you faced, you might have fared much worse. Have you heard of the pirate, Dosmaga? He was exiled from Limsa Lamensis some years ago, but it appears he has chosen to defy the Admiral's orders. And once more he dares to lay a hand on Forseer Calahia. The poor lass must have been terrified. If I had known Dosmaga was aboard that ship, I never would have assigned her that duty. The assessor may require some time to recover. For Calahia, that man is a nightmare made flesh. Though her physical wounds will soon mend, there is little we can do to salve the hurt in her mind. You are concerned? Angry, mayhap? Harness that energy and channel it into your training. I predict we shall be needing your skills again before long. I don't want a cow. I'll take more of those. Alrighty. Is this better? It is. Equip. Equip. Wait, what? Oh, 16. Damn. And get that out of here. Did I ever? Oh, I should probably make one of those, huh? Alright, so... to... the Armorers Guild. Do. Hello? I need a thing. Hello? The furnace in the brewer's beacon needs repairs. Baggert's beard. I just sent someone out to tinker with that not a week past. Mayhap the bombs Quanwis had trapped in there is a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work's done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Nope. Give me that money. 16. I can put on these things now. Alright. Now then. I was gonna do something and I forgot. I'll do it later. On to the dry docks. What say you taking on some work from... Oh god. Surely that can't be pronounced Naldic. God damn it. Taking some work from Naldic and Vimeles? Unfortunate name. We're a great hulking warship to build, and could certainly use an extra hand in any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Otburn, the head shipwright at Morabi Dry Docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks, found in south of Lower Lenosha. Got the hiccups, excuse me. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldic and Vimeles. The Morabi Dry Docks is one of Limsa Lamensa's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's etherite. If you know confidence in your sense of direction, you'd best serve making use of the Chocobo Porters, first floor of the Mizzen Mist, in case you were wondering. You should choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, live the city through the Tempest Gate, and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. You know what? Let's use a porter. Why not? I think they're generally a lot cheaper than teleporting. And if we have to walk there anyway... It is over here. Yes. Right here? There it is. Hello? Now I can rent a chocobo? Okay, cool. 10 minutes. 80 gil. I'll take it. Yes. I need to go that way. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. You know I'm going faster, and yet it doesn't really feel like it. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. There's no rush. Take our time listening to the soft rain fall. No, I think it might be pronounced Naldeek, though, maybe. I don't know. Row names. Am I right, fellas? Oh god, there was a row name in the Blue Mage quest. I can't remember it, just that it was ungodly unpronounceable. Unprobable, I say as I can't speak myself. I feel when I think I've outgrown my stuttering problem. I used to have a problem with stuttering. Hey, how about you do this thing where you sit down and talk for like 4 hours? 'Cause you're so good at talking. That's a good idea. Naldeek and Deacon at the last stand. Because that's definitely how you pronounce his name. Someone should get like an Excel or something going of how many unfortunate names there are in FF14. I know there's a lady named Ermagerd. I know there's a Lalafell named... I know it's supposed to be pronounced Meme Desu, but it's Meme Desu, okay? That's... I know it was before memes were really popular, but always and forever it's Meme Desu. Meme Desu, Ermagerd, Naldick, Dickin, all these unfortunate names. If I get off this chocobo, do I lose it? Well, bro, we're about to find out. There we go. Got there eventually. And I do believe it is gone. Unfortunate. Destination. God, there was something they said you could do that would give you another favorite destination. and I completely forget what it was. It's something new, I think. Unfortunately, totally accidental, not at all intentional. What the fuck? Did someone just spam my chat with Japanese? You're in the wrong stream, bruv. Also, hello, Paul. Thank you for coming by. I wanted to go check on my island that I do not have. Alright, let's see. Oh, I can't wait to do all these quests off stream and get them off my fucking minimap. You have the missive for me from Forge Master Hanansa. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. Blessed botheration? That's a word. Another delay. I am well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? This is an attractive Rogadun. Urela, is it? Well, Urela, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is a symbol of Limsa Lominsa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. Thus we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going as far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Thalassocracy. That's a word. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. So, they're actually saying it's the first time they got to see you do live broadcasts and they wanted to say hi. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Thank you very much for stopping by. I had no idea. But yes, welcome. I don't exactly have time to go to Google Translate right now and do all that, but you're welcome to come by and watch along with everybody else, and I thank you for your time. I do believe you are my first international viewer, or at least non-native English-speaking viewer. So thank you very much for dropping by. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Frilsmead, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Lominsa, but has yet to return. I have sent several missives to Hal Broda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Key. Thank you, FF XV, for telling me how that word is pronounced. In my stead, and inform Halbroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. And I have lost my rented chocobo. It's not too far away, though. Something else I've been pondering is I know that I want him to change jobs with each expansion, like Meteor does. Um, I think it's a good way to show evolution of a character, and I want him to have a moment like in the Shadowbringers cinematic trailer where I went the wrong way, where he switches between all the different jobs he was before switching to his new job, which I want to say, I'm glad I didn't jump. I want to say is probably going to be Black Mage because of course it is for Shadowbringers. Even if Y'shtola is doing the same exact thing, I don't care. But what to switch him to? I will have to continue to level Summoner though, so that he can keep up with Ymitra, since that is his sister as well. Does that self-righteous dog at Burn doubt that I never told him anything less than the truth? Yes, good sir, he does indeed. Accusational point! Turtleback Island, he cannot do that. Can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, Navigator rest her soul. I know not of this frizzle mead, nor his precious supplies. As we were at the key, we here at the key have had enough trouble these past few suns. What with the sinking of the Lamentin cargo ship off the Salt Strand, I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make a note of every scrag that wanders in off the grip. And I'll take that. I think I have a few more gear I can equip. Equip! Equip! There. Now then. Riding the shipwright. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have the time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this frizzle-mizzled everyone seems to be so eager to find. Here's to hoping the Navigator hasn't found him first. Where are we going? That way. There you are. Excuse me, sir. I'm Frizzle McGrizzled. You say the foreman's wondering about my whereabouts. I thought he might be. But you must know, I cannot show my face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I've caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of barging her too close to the cliffs. So I paid her a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and the ship, the swell has risen nigh 10 yalms, and wasn't long afore the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Lamentin galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the Salt Strand. I've made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with kickern, and I ain't one with a sword, and now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. And that's where we come in. Maybe if I'm very sneaky. Ooh, oh. I was being sneaky! Oh, it's like, what the fuck is that big bat? It's a big bat, huh? That's what that is. Hiya! Do I still have food? Yeah, I have food. A book smack! Hiya! Yes! You guys don't understand how much enjoyment I get from that. All the way to level 90. Well, I won't be a summoner by then, probably. Let us all enjoy the book smacks while they last, shall we? That night. Maybe I'll go back to summoner for Endwalker. Who knows? Only time will tell, and that's like literally 500 hours from now. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long afore the world around me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the 7 hells, and I awoke to find myself washed ashore, and here as I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. The missing parts. I don't know how to repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away. But first I must stop by the quay, so that I may pay my respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Lyburn that I'll be back to the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Back to the dry docks. Why? Which way is it? This way. I'm back. I am relieved to hear both that Frizzleback and the supplies are unharmed, though it was foolish of him to believe that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was less a natural sort, the sort of which the Sahagin have been known to conjure. You really, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asshole to Naltek and police. I still do not like you. Why? Why don't you like me, attractive rogative man? Attractive rogative man, that is what I just said. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gimthoda, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limps and Laments endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there is still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handful of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. And we're off. Where is it? There you are. Ah, yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Atbiram sent. Since you first arrived at Morabi Dry Docks, I have had my men watch you. That's creepy. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is a simple protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well, then. I assume Artbim informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates, we believe, are conspiring to raid the dry docks, were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men, posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kanongo, stationed at the rear gates, can provide you with the exact location of their camp. Yep. Nope. There you are. Urela. I knew it. No more sardines for Kanongo. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon in the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Otberum would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gate to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cave with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nimia, the spinner. I'd be surprised if pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. This way. Wow, I really don't remember ever coming out here. Hello? Hello? A disreputable pirate? Is this the guy from Yashtola's flashback? It's all connected. I'm giving you the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing arse back down to whatever rock it is you crawled out from under. You see, more pirate speech. I's had it up to my ears with your type, roaming the hills like they was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without oh god, he's drunk and speaking pirate speech? Without some shite breath outlander running up asking which is the way to the local leave meet. 7 hells if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Those balls. There it is. There's my favorite phrase. Those balls. Once we have me boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me ain't no one will remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags. We've knives to sharpen. Well, that was easy enough. Kind of expecting a fight there. Huh. Huh. What level is this quest? 13. I was about to say, I shouldn't be too far ahead of the main scenario in terms of leveling. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. But what's the talk about getting me boy back? Could it be that their target never was the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Urela. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. And no. I'll take that money. 17. Victory in peril. Gimthoda, ba-da-da-da. I'm concerned, Urela. It appears the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry docks, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is a symbol of everything Limsa Lomitsa strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Urela, are just the man to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guard submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Earthworst McGurst at the front gate or Kananko at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Erst with the Merst. Hail, adventurer. Glad to have another hand brought to help shore up security. The gods know our reports would sit in Gimthoda's desk gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around a cliff near Empty Heart, I take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Ugh, getting sleepy. I think I've been at it for about 3 hours now. That's alright. Not sure at what point I want to stop, though. I usually, in general, stream for about 2 hours or so. I kind of want to push that a bit. So, 3 hours is a good start. Let's see how much longer we go for. Oi, you! Ah, spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late! What's to happen is already happening. Oh, okay, bye. I can't jump down from here. God damn it. Ugh. I wish I could say that I could end this part by unlocking the glamour system. But I have no idea how far away that is. I know we at least have to unlock the city-states. Or at least the rest of the city-states. Just because I know I'm going to spend so much fucking time trying to figure out what I want his glamour to be. Ugh. Seat is starting to get uncomfortable, though. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. But what could these knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain! Trouble at the shipyard! Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates. Out of nowhere. Struck me good. Gods below, we are not prepared for this. A pirate soldier. How many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives? Then there's no time to lose. Urela, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. We'll see to this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste, now. Which way? This way, maybe? Am I going the right way? I guess not. And can't go that way. Which of ye is ready to be slapped by me book? Ah, people to punch. I love the delayed scream. Could have got a book smack in there. Book smack! Yes! Never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. What are you doing? You great bloody fool. Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous, backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright, and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What's under Limlane's wide green ocean made you take up these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody reason, da. Oh, he's saying da. I thought it was an onomatopoeia. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era's over. I wondered why Artburn never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship's a symbol, all right, of everything that went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Gryphthoda, Eurela, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug, and make sure no harm comes to the Victory. I'm gonna whack him with this book. It's book whacking time! Don't abandon its treasures. Kill these guys first. No, book whack! Huh. Book whack! Oh, there's a healer! God damn you! Okay, now where was I? What's your issue with me? Why can't you just leave me alone? Lots of people, lots of people, lots of people. The Mamulja, what are they doing here? I completely forget why they're here. It says to take on this guy. Okay. No idea what you're up against. Give him a whack. Book whack! Oh, maybe one more? I'm gonna kill you with this book! Yes! Yes! Ah, oh, satisfying. I killed your dad with a book. I'm sorry. I must be getting old. Letting some green venture get the best of me. Duh. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? someone? Oh, that's just mail that I haven't gotten yet. My thanks, Urela. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates have made the right mess of things. I'd best get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way with turning my life upside down? Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Grimthoda. Her name is not Grimthoda, but I think that's a way cooler name. How fare you, Urela? I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa Lominsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in a way of improvement if we are able to truly keep the dry docks safe. Hatbearm apologizes. Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Hiccups. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But, in time, I believe it will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the victory completed, and in the water. Ah, by the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Raynor's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have time to spare, I would ask you another favor. Men of the Blue Tattoos. These guys again. Urela, in light of your role in recent events, there are a few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since last we spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of... I didn't even try to pronounce this guy's name. Otzapfin. Otzapfin. The pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victory. This missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which is proven enemy of Limsa Lominsa deems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are wont to turn to Batarin and his convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, into his hands and no other. Do you understand? Heading back home. Get a sip of water. Much better. All right. Batarin, you old salt, I'm back. Ahoy there, Urela. I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Hatburn laid out an entire tale for me. Poor sod was still reeling at his old man's part in the business, but at least you kept the victory from being sunk afore she sailed. And for that, I owe you my thanks. You've really made your name for yourself here in Limsa, lad. Folk know that when they need something done, you need something done, and what might that be? Need something done, but... You want someone to read a message written funny letters for you. Grimthoda, I keep saying Grimthoda. I thought I might know a man as I could. Well, let's see it then. Aye. I reckon I might know a canny bugger what can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Batter. You know, you're like one of me regulars now, Urela. You never let me down yet, and never get to help me. I reckon I can trust you. Ginthora was right to want this message deciphered. We've got us some trouble in brewing here, and no mistake. Get ready for action and I'll explain. Swiftcast! Yes! Oh, make it so. The time of waiting is over. Good to have you aboard, lad. Now then, where to start? Back when I was younger and nastier, I earned my living as a sellsword. In that business, if you wanted to know what your enemy was up to, you had to learn to read the orders you prized from cold dead hands and his mates. That's how I came to know how to read your message. Truth be told, the script is only bloody familiar. Them Sahagan letters, lad. And I should know. I've got more fishback messengers than I can count. Please don't ask me why his accent range is so high in love with me. I have no idea what I'm doing with this guy besides try to make it sound piratey. It gets worse, though. The plan to blow at the Victory is all in here, right down to the fine details. Looks like they meant to raise 8 kinds of hell in western Lenosha. Then hit the Maelstrom's new flagship in the confusion. The point being to attack the Victory weren't to act of a few rebellious pirates, which was a key part of some Kenny bastard's grand plan. But if I'm reading this right, the attack itself came much too early. I wager they panicked when they saw you as one of them. Rushed in to do their job and buggered it up. Them tattooed-faced bastards, as they say, was paying Attenboroug's old man. Now with the Serpent Reavers, right? But none of their crew was there, was they? Did they have something better to do, or what? Oh, there's Alphino. I just noticed Alphino and Elze in the back. 7 L's. I've got it all backwards. That mess at the Victory. That was meant to be the bloody distraction. I never noticed them back there before. Are they back there in other cutscenes for other city-states? That's cool. The fishbacks ain't interested in the Maelstrom's baby. They're after men. Just like they've always been. They're sending them pirate lackeys after civilian target. This bit about raising L in western Lenosha, that's where it'd be. Something tells me that Swift Perch is about to get hit and hit hard. Is Swift Perch still a favorite location for me? I hope so. Here's a rough translation of the message. Take it to Commodore Rayner at the Coral Tower and tell him he's in fair busy day. Oh, and give him a hand, eh? You can be damn sure he'll need one. Boy, why you look so serious? You know you're not supposed to look that serious. Smile, damn it. That's better. Now then. Up we go. Is that the only time they show up? Like, I haven't, missed them in prior cutscenes, have I? Like, I remember in part 1 of this, I had completely forgotten how soon you meet them. They're literally, the first major NPCs that you meet. Oh, question. I don't know if I've asked this before. So, we've got the dual axes for the Marauders. What the fuck is the guns? What do the guns mean? Like, I know MemoryOfDarksky uses 2 guns, but that isn't a named class. Is there anything in the lore for that? I don't know. And, like, doesn't the guild have guns on top? Yeah, and they got the axe, and they've got rifles around it. I don't remember ever hearing anything about gunslingers besides machinists, and, like, so I don't know. I think that was supposed to be Musketeers Guild. Huh. That'd be a cool class, I think. Something that's more like a dedicated long-range what's the word I'm looking for? Not a scouter, not an ace. Marksman. Like a long-range marksman. I think that'd be cool. Who knows what the fuck the next job is going to be. Everything went out the window when they introduced Sage. Yes, I'm Raynor. Ah, you must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. Now, what can I do for you this day? You bear an urgent message from Bateran. Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet afternoon are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is afoot? An assault on Swiftperch? But we've seen nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are amassing for an attack. Even so, it would be foolish to discount the possibility. Bateran is really wrong about such matters. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle immediately. The only question is where to send them. He's got a rifle on his hip as well, just like MemoryOfDarksky. That'd be cool. I would not mind seeing that next expansion. Because honestly, I can't really come up with anything else for a job. Everything else has already been done. The only question is where to send them. While I concur with Bateran's assessment that the attack on the dry docks was intended as a diversion, Swiftperch is but one of several possible targets for the main trust. Commodore, sir! Report. This is Sahagin, sir. They've mounted a large-scale assault on South Tidegate and threatened to overwhelm our defenses within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. By the Navigator, it seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the order to march. The Serpent Reavers are in league with the Sahagin, which means there is every chance this assault on Tidegate may yet prove to be another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swiftperch vulnerable to those pirate traitors. It is at times such as these that I wish the warriors of light yet walked among us, but wishes will avail us not. Tia, you must serve in their absence. Make for Swiftperch with all haste, and lend your strength to the squads I can spare for the settlement's defense. Off to Swiftperch. Yes, Swiftperch. There it is. Get some water in me while I can. Get ready for the next instant's battle. Commodore Raynor sent word we'd be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect him to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though. You bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. Oh, that was you! Okay, I remember you now. In any case, you know what you're fighting for here. This place, Swiftperch. It was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship the Calamity threw their way. And we're not about to let some fish-fancying scum claim the honor of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirate bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me? Let's get it. Here they come! There now, I thought all them yellow jacket worms were meant to be busy. That useless scrag ain't followed the plan, has he? Now what? Pull back and wait for the Sahagin brothers? Piss on that. We ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk, or it'll be your blood that stains Lord Leviathan's altars. The yellow jackets you can butcher at will. Them dirt-eating slugs will be crushed under the full might of the Serpent Reavers. Seems Swift Perch was the main target after all, eh? Squad, yeah, let's fucking go! 1 and 2, protect the townsfolk. Squad 3, you're our rear guard. Fucking hit me with that Torn from the Heavens. Is this the first time we hear Torn from the Heavens? Let's fucking go. The rest of you, we meet their charge with where we stand. Let us bear the Commodore word of our victory, and no word at all. For Limsa Laminsa. I'll cut your yellow bellies and dance on your gizzards. And we're off. Oh, it's dead. Oh, he's a strong one. Swift cast! Oh, I could have got a book smack. But I can book smack this one! Yes! Healer must die first. Book smack. Huh. Book smack. Die, damn it. It's worth it. Yes. You will all feel the wrath of my mighty book. Swift cast. Oh, that's bad. Can I finish this guy off first? I wanted to get a smack in shit. Yay! What's that? Well fought. The Reavers are beaten and scattered. I'll take some men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking about, so don't let your guard down just yet. Boy, I need you to stop looking so serious. That's not canon! Oh, you again. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Fuck, whose sigil is that? I forget. Purple goo clouds. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Let's go. The plot is happening! Alright, bruv, I'll take you on. Can't remember if this thing has a pseudo tank buster or not. Yep, there it was. How you like that 0 damage, bub? What springs is perpetual smite? Yeah, Sis joins the battle! Let's fucking go! An unwelcome guest, no matter. All shall fall before me. No mortal possesses such strength. Well, check this shit out. His power wanes. Afford him no chance to recover. I will book smack you! Yes! Killed an Asian with a book smack. Let's fucking go. Ah, that is so satisfying. I'm having so much fun with the book smack. The wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals.
Paragons? Did he say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as the bringers of chaos, or Asians, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Pardon? You would know if we Sharlians have encountered Asians before. I have never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Well, he's from there too. God, I have to rewrite all this. Rewrite, send it back to draft.
Generic zodiac symbol? Oh, okay. I thought it was a specific Asian symbol. Is that the only time we see a generic zodiac symbol?
Wait, I do begin to see. You have been blessed with a special gift.
Are you alright, lad? If I had known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I would have left a squad of 6 to keep you company. They look so good together. Look at the team, this 2-person team. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night, and this bastard was pulling all the strings.
A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought I'd find such a scene of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned much.
Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been here, friend. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Ishtola. Please give our regards to the Scions. I just want to get a quick... There we go, get a quick screenshot.
I am glad I have to have played a role in bringing what hope is an end to this disturbing spate of abductions. The thread of your fate forms a part of blah blah blah.
I need water, then I'll try to read that again. Reading's hard, guys. I don't know if you know that or not. Did you know?
The thread of your fate forms a part of most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we will be afforded a chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Reyna.
My mind is trying to figure out whether or not I want to do ARR Y'shtola or be the Y'shtola beyond that. Dark rock candy. It's spooky candy. Spooky candy of darkness, darkness, darkness. If I remember correctly from my 1.0 days, they had icons for the Musketeers Guild and Arcanist Guild already, and they were originally intended to be classes added to the game at some point. Gotcha, that's cool. Coral Tower, where is that? Ah, gotcha. Wow, these hiccups will not go away. Why did I go to this one? I can go straight there. That's fucking muscle memory for you folks. Dear, eagerly have I awaited your return. Word of your exploits is already spreading through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. Would that Limsa Lominsa had more of your like. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers. It is but a matter of time. Clearly, Bataran's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you capable of such feats. Might you favor me with your own account of the day's events? Such victories bear retelling. Y'shtola has been working with us for quite some time, you see. And she was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving yourself a stalwart ally of Limsa Lominsa yet again. Needless to say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the Victory, and the small matter of your deeds at Swift Perch, you too have proven yourself a valued friend to the Thalassocracy. I hope I pronounced that right. Admiral! There she is! Miss Linda Lominsa. The baddest bitch. May I present to you Admiral No, I know how to pronounce this. Blowfiswin. Blowfiswin? Ah, God. It was like a couple of patches ago where it was like, oh, that's how you pronounce it. Blowifiswin. Blowifiswin. That.
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports.
It has been ages since a voice cutscene. My throat is tired, bro. My throat is tired, bro.
I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day.
Her ARR voice actor is not too far off from the later one either.
A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward after all? Ha! Since you first set foot in our city, My good friend Baderon and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet.
She is so fucking pretty. Oh my god.
A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the man who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh.
Food, you say?
Feast.
Oh, and don't be late. Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
The trick with row names is to just say it with conviction. Most people won't know the difference. That's true, I guess. That's why after a while for that one guy, it was just like, Thargle, Bargle, Dargle. Urela will almost certainly be late. Being late will definitely be his thing, because he oversleeps. He loves him a good nap. He is a cat nap kind of guy. I am not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is highly coveted honor. Why, even the officers under her direct command are rarely offered such recognition. But I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service to the thalassocracy have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for all your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Has the enormity of this moment yet to sink in? Perhaps you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa Lominsa. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Baderon can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Huh. And we're off. No, it's faster to take. Nope, wrong one. Muscle memory. Well, well, if it ain't Merlewebb's guest of honor. Obnobbing with the high and mighty, now is it? I tell you, lad, I damn near snorted ale out me nose when I heard the news. You come a long bloody way, you have, and that's the truth. Well, one thing's for sure. You'll not want for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. My throat has had enough of this man's voice. Holy shit. A moment. Ugh. Another. But we can't have you turning up in your shite-caked venturing gear. Excuse me, sir? I'll have you know, while unglamoured, my gear is free of shite. No, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about him. If only to stop folk complaining when he stuffs his face in with cake. Take yourself over to the octant and speak with Janashimo, or the Brigara Consortium. She'll furnish you with something gentlemanly to wear. I've already had a word with her, so all you need to do is pick up the goods, then bring them back here so I can tell you what's what. Where am I going? The octant. Downstairs. Good evening, sir. I assume you're the underdressed gentleman Batterin mentioned. I see he was not exaggerating.
Excuse you.
I have chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you will absolutely adore them.
Show the Roxalind box. Rexaligned box. Roxaligned box. Whatever the fuck that is. Roxin box.
It's a rock in a box.
Been to see Janassim, have you? Let's have a box then. There we go. A nice pair of dress shoes for you. A bloke might have... what the fuck? Mightn't have had much else to his name, but so long as he's got a decent pair of shoes on his feet, there ain't nowhere he can't go. To think of him as a gift for me and all the other folk you've done right by along the way. Aye, 'tis a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Limps's new hero to turn up to the banquet soaked in his own tears and snot. Any road, that's your garb sorted. Now you need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you where you're meant to go.
I got some fancy shoes. Equip. I've got that on. I think... What should I wear? Something fancy. Huh. He does like some floof. Oh, this is a look, isn't it? Alright, maybe a bit much. Put the ring back on. And put the shoes back on. You'll just have to look like that, unless there's something else that would work with it. How about this? It's not terrible, but no. Did I have clouds somewhere? That might be a bit too extra. Yeah, no. Best as is, I guess. No other way about it. A mizamest repast.
You're ready then, are you? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you waited any longer, I'd considered me a civic duty to it,
why do you talk like this, dude? I'd have considered it me civic duty to hit you over the head and drag you there.
Now, make sure you're wearing some fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying them won't do no good.
He just shows up with, like, holding them in his hand.
They're meant to make you look like a gentleman, remember. Not a gentleman's bleeding lackey. As for directions, the feast's being held in the bridge, in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Zenthal in Bulwark Hall and he'll show you the way. Just keep your head held high, lad. After everything you've done for Limpsa, you've good reason to be proud. And don't let no eye-born bugger tell you no different.
To the Bulwark Hall. Oh, I can't wait to properly glam this boy. Dress shoes. Fancy dress shoes. An adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. Okay. Oh, now those are some fancy dress shoes. Come, adventurer, I will show you to the prefect room. No, you actually need these shoes to get in. Where's my water bottle? That it is. Hey, sis. So you got invited to this shindig too, huh?
Brothers and sisters of the sea, join me now in honoring this man for his services to our great nation. May the navigator guide and protect him on his journey, till sea swallows all.
There's a smile.
These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine.
Oh, I forgot. Did they not know about tempering yet? Is that something we find out along the way? I thought that was something that was known for like a long time.
But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow.
I found this rock candy.
This is one of the crystals of light.
By the navigator.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal.
Urela feels like he's in so much trouble right now.
You bathed in her light.
Yashtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power.
I think they did, but I think some of the Serpent Reavers did it willingly. Oh, okay.
This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light. Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the Primals. When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades. Yet whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats. And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this reason that we call them the Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that crystal safe. In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Ow. Headache. Headache vision. Oh, I don't remember this.
flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Reborn's Realm Reborn voice actor is Jason Charles Miller. I believe that's his name. The dude who sings the Shadowbringers theme and fucking what's the name of it? I can't even remember it now. The song from Endwalker. It's my favorite song, and I can't close in the distance. Thank you. Strange how you forget your favorite song out of this game. It's that little factoid is so fucking crazy to me.
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas.
Hey, dude. So we don't want you coming back to reprise your role, but could you sing this song for us?
Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
But who is that? Oh no.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
No, he's still there.
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Raging Bull, this is Snake.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
We're surrounded by a box. There's no way out. I feel safe inside it.
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Oh, okay, I was a little soon with it.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake!
Okay, that's intentional. How the fuck do I forget this? Goddamn. Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum.
Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
I have never heard that word pronounced that way.
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
Oh, is Bahamut out there now and they're just conveniently not showing him?
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral.
I can hear him now in the
We
background.
can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre.
That's cool as fuck. How did I forget that?
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
That I should have lived to behold Bahamut once more.
Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut.
Magnificent. The eons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier.
Imarat way. Kiskat Toga Had's Wadadorn.
I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act. It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. That didn't need to be translated, but I will always take the opportunity to do an evil laugh. Ba ba da 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 da. Morning, sunshine. All a bit much for you, was it? How much did I have to drink? Allah doesn't drink. Urela does. Canon. Make it so. What happened? Oh, you don't remember then. You keeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused a right stir. Had to carry you back to the wench myself. Well, I say carry. Just more a matter of dragging and rolling. Too much cake, I reckon. Any road, don't fret. Just little wonder you were exhausted after everything you've been through lately. I've never seen anyone carry a knife around their neck like that. Your little nap seems to have put some color back in your cheeks, though I'll leave you to it. Bugger, I almost forgot. The Admiral wants to have a word with you. When you feel up to it, talk with Zangtile and he'll let you in the command room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I'm told old Murwell was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring last time. And I doubt she'd look kindly on it if you repeated the trick. Alright, back to the command room. Still got my fancy shoes on. Take those off now. I'll worry about that later. Greetings, Urela. Admiral Blisswofen awaits you in the command room. Shall I announce you? Ah, Urela. It's good to see you on your feet again. You are recovered. Do I even try to do her voice?
Then let us waste no time. I have a task that needs doing, one I would entrust to no other. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business, then. I have penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Cartano and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It has been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon an Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano. These letters contain the details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in my mind of history's champions, a quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. I for some reason am starting to slip into a John Hurt impersonation that I have never done before. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation, to the city-states of Gridania and Uldar. A grueling journey, to be sure, where you travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship pass, to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge. But before you depart, I suggest you travel Baderan with some pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, when berths were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, Urela, your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Limsa Lominsa and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing.
Alright. To Baterin we go once more. Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are you? Personal bleeding envoy! So you'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance. Bugger me, I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realize you'd got that bloody high. I'm proud of you, lad, thinking of how you've come. Why, there's enough to bring a tear to the eye. And that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale, at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your hands in an airship pass. That ole of yours you laid out before you, like a fair maid on a feather bed. That's certainly a way to put it. And she's a big girl, too. Plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. If you think us Laminsons are characters, just wait till you coast paths with grim forest dwellers of Gridania and trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ul'dah. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and no bugger with an ounce of sense sets foot. But you're an adventurer, so I wouldn't let a thing like that hold you back. 'Cause it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's an heap of troubles that plagues every nation, see? Take just ours. I'm taking intrigue and infighting. Beastmen and their goddamn primals, aye. There's an ugly side to life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager there's a bugger all out there as you can't handle. Something tells me you're gonna do just fine. Realm's had it rough, 'tis true, but folk are beginning to recover from the beating the calamity dealt them. Call them hopeless optimists, but it wouldn't take much to turn things round. Just the perfect time for an adventurer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? Alright, airship landing, and I think that is where we are going to call it for tonight. Oh, how long have we been going? 4 hours. That is a good stream indeed. As much as I wanted to get to the glamour dresser tonight, I feel like that's at least another hour and a half away. So beginning the next stream with venturing out to the other city-states, I feel, is a perfect way to start off the next thing. But yeah, good stream. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks Paul. Thanks Sora for stopping by as well. I'm not sure if you're still around. Anyone else who's new, please consider liking the stream and subscribing, because there's definitely going to be a whole lot more. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Yeah. Till next time.